Okay. I'm visiting with Silvano Martinez, who is 74 years old from Cuba. Is it Cuba or Cuba?
Well, the Americans say, how do you say the Americans?
We say Cuba.
Cuba, and we say Cuba.
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 Silvano Martinez from Cuba, and you came to this country in 2000.
It's 2001.
2001. And his story is so interesting, I wanted to put it on video because I don't want to lose any of this. Okay, so in 1959, Castro came to power.
Yes.
It was a revolution, and he claimed there were several lives lost, but there really wasn't.
No, yes. He claimed there was 20,000 dead people, and we are only 89.
Okay.
And there was a lie created by the media.
Right.
The Cuban media, that moment we have only one weekly publication that was free, but was taken after.
Right.
And that's all. And all the media was in the hand of the state.
And so you said a lot of the well-to-do people after that Castro took over were executed?
Well, the good people that fight with Castro against Batista,
right?
And we say good for the one who were democratic people. Then the lefty, the communists,
right,
were the one that were behind, and then all those people that were not communists, and they did the mistake of saying freely, no, we want a democratic country in the future, not a communist country. They were accused of being traitors, and they were executed. They were sent to jail, or still they are missing. You see them.
And what numbers? Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands?
We can say. I cannot say you the number, but all the people, the Marines brothers, I know. I know.
So friends of yours, families just disappeared.
Yeah. The system was brutal. Yes. Even one of the most famous people, Camilo Cienfuegos, it was a general of Castro. The guy disappeared in the ocean, and we are still
don't know.
And then when you talk with the people that were surrounded with that wasn't at that time. You can see the conspiracy theory is very strong.
Right.
It only because the communist system is brutal. They kill his own people. That is
So did you have friends of yours that disappeared?
Yes, I know. People and friends of mine that were executed.
You know for a fact they were executed.
Yeah, no, the execution. But the execution were in the public park. People that were only soldiers of the old system. Soldiers of the old system were shot in the public park, and all the population was shown to kill people in a public park.
So they had
those people,
a number of those exhibitions.
Exhibition, but what was that exhibition was said by the state? That was a demonstration of the justice of the revolution.
Right.
But then behind that, what was a message of fear.
Oh yeah.
Down there.
So did you have good friends that you watched get executed?
No, I could not. I never. But I knew people that were executed.
And you knew that these people that got executed were not really guilty of anything.
Yeah. Even I have a friend. One of my best friends. His father was educated in the United States of America. He was the engineer of the bomb fabric of the army of the General Batista. He was the engineer, and he was by force appointed to run that fabric in the time of Batista and say, hey, we are in war, if you don't do this, because you were graduated from Massachusetts Institute Technological, and then the guy need to run. And then the Castro won the revolution, and he was sentenced to death. And then his wife, every morning, his wife was a friend of one of the assistant of Che Guevara, and the guy get for her the permission to visit her husband every day, and every day in the morning she used to go to the a fortress that we have in Havana from the Spanish time. And then when she was walking over the brain of the people who were shot the last night. And that was every night.
Really?
Every night.
Now, so this man knew he was a friend of Che Guevara?
Yeah, the man who allowed her to visit her husband that was waiting for the same thing. And then she needed to walk on the brain of those people every day. And I talked with people that were there at that time.
And ultimately
and
they executed her husband?
Yeah, and they used every time, like at 6 p.m., they could hear the step of the platoon. Tam, pam, and then boom, boom. And then they hear da, da, the nails, nailing the how you call that with the case you put
the coffins,
the coffin, nailing the coffins. That was
every day.
Every day. That was the last saw of those people that were there every day.
So and her husband ultimately became executed.
Her husband have a good lawyer, and the lawyer used the same argument that some generals in the when the end of the Second World War used to some people, and then the guy was not. The guy was not executed.
So you got him out.
Yeah. I have a picture of that guy in my home.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Let me
okay,
see.
So tell me now. You're 17 years old when all this happens, and you go to school.
Yeah, and then I was at my time when I was 18. Castro started. I will show you someday because it's in a movie. In his speech, Castro gave in a speech saying that in Cuba we'll never tolerate manifestation of social indiscipline, social misbehavior.
Right.
Or what was meaning that? What was meaning?
What was he meaning by social misbehavior?
Was not to be a loyal servant of the communist system in all the ways. And then the homosexuals, Catholics, Christians, evangelical Christians, all those people were considered anti-revolution.
So they came down on the Catholics.
Yeah.
So and the evangelicals. So what were they told not to practice their faith?
No, they say okay, they try to intimidate the people in order that they don't.
How long did those executions go on? How many?
The execution was like 2 years or the first.
And after that first couple years, they put that fear in people.
They always hear in all the world what those things were. And then they stopped doing. But they have no more people to kill.
They scared everybody else.
Yeah, they had no more people to kill at the moment. Later, we are killing people in another way. I will tell you. Okay, then all the Christian people, they create what was called a place for the re-education of the people like me.
Okay.
Education. What they are going to teach us the real values of the revolution.
This
the
is the communist educational system?
Yeah, and they create concentration camps. Those camps were surrounded of wire.
Where you were getting educated?
No, where the people, but I escaped from that. But all my friends, not.
So you left friends behind.
Friend behind.
How old were you then?
I was at that moment was 19.
How did you get out?
Well, when you have money, you can bribe it.
So
my family bribed.
So your family was not in there, just you were. They came to bail you out on the slide, where they gave somebody some money.
No, what they did was, the chief of the police in the area lived. He always came.
How many were in your family? How many siblings, brothers and sisters did you have?
No, my father and mother. I have two brothers, one sister and one brother.
And were they in there too with you?
Yeah.
So all you had to get bribed out.
But then at that time, all the young people, or people that were prominent, even the cardinal that we have now in Cuba, the cardinal of the Catholic Church, were sent to those camps. What happened with me? Specifically with me, every time they were coming to take me, I have the the notice before about that guy that was telling you need to disappear because we are going to be collected.
Oh, so they told you they were
They
coming.
told, and then I ran to Havana. I slept in another place.
For how long?
My mother, that was like for 2 years. That my mother was always in tears.
Oh, right.
My mother
right.
was begging me, why you don't quit on your religion? Why? But I couldn't. You are Christian. You cannot. You cannot say I will not be Christian anymore.
Right.
That's something that is forever.
So did your mom and dad say, "Hey, we're not avowed"?
No. My mother was Catholic. My father was no. The Cuban.
But they didn't give your mother as much of a problem as they did the children.
No. They just only. Where is your son? And my mother. I don't know.
So all right. So now we're 19 years old, and where did you go after you escaped from that?
But then what I did then? I was living. We live in the south of Havana. I was telling you the south of Havana. Then what I did? I moved to Havana. A city of 2 million people.
Right, hard to find in Havana.
Yeah, and I was living in a place that have 500 people. You breathe, everybody knows where you are. In Havana, and then I changed my name. I was.
Oh, so you did change your name?
Yeah. I was known by Paco.
Paco?
Yeah, and then I become Silvano forever.
But were you Paco Martinez?
Paco Martinez, yeah. You know what? In my town, nobody knows, but that is Paco.
And then when did you become Silvano again?
Silvano,
When you left?
I went to Havana, yeah. And then I was living here in the east of Havana. I was working in the west of Havana.
Okay.
And I was finishing my career of the university at the college, University of Havana, in the north of the city. My life.
How did you go from place to place?
You see, one
Yeah.
triangle.
How did you get from place to place?
From place to place, using the public transportation every day.
Now you enrolled in the college as Paco Martinez?
Silvano. No, nobody knew who was Paco. Paco is left behind. Paco was the one who was running.
Oh, so your old name, your original name when you were 18 or 19 was Paco.
Paco, yeah.
You hadn't been Paco in forever.
Now, and then become Silvano.
Do you want to be Paco again?
Yes, everybody, all my friends call me Paco. In America, you recover everything you wanted.
So Silvano Martinez went to school in Havana.
Yeah.
And what did you get educated with?
And then I was in chemistry.
Chemistry. You're a chemist.
And then
And then once you got educated, you told me it was very difficult at that point to try to get out of Cuba.
Yeah. My time of a student in Havana was because at that time I was running away, and at the same time I was in Havana.
Okay.
Running away at the same time, studying at the university.
So you had to put on a different front when you were at the university.
Yeah, but also, what is at that time we have what was called the process of deepening. Well, those things have no same for you. It's a process of radicalization of the communists.
Okay, radicalization of the communists. Yeah.
If you were a student, you could not have any idea that we are not according with the Marxismo-Leninismo. That is, you know what is Marxismo-Leninismo? The philosophy of the communists.
Okay.
And then, if you were a religious people, you are not. You don't agree with that, and then they put you out.
So you couldn't go to college and be a religious.
But at that moment, I was an underground Christian.
Right. So you had to practice your faith underground so that you could continue to go to college.
But even in that situation, every Friday, for example, you're here at the university. Hey, we have a meeting tonight.
So there were a number of people that practiced underground.
Yeah, we were like whispering to each other.
How many? What? A lot? Half? A third?
No. You can count with your
small
fingers.
numbers.
No. The people run away. I knew a lot. Let me finish this. At that moment, every Friday, we have a meeting. Say we have a meeting in the auditorium, and then you go there. We have received news that some people here are not loyal to the revolution. And they are attending to church, or they are doing.
So somebody was spying on them and turning them in.
And you see you could hear the fly of a mosquito. You could hear.
Right.
Yeah, and so
We say you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah, nobody. And then you say, Enrique Rodriguez, stand up. Some people saw you going to the church in the street, that street, and then the people, wow, and you see how it's like a circus.
Right. And so what would end up happening to this guy?
This guy, he got away, he cannot return. He cannot be a professional.
I got
All
you.
his future is lost.
Right.
Can you see that?
Yeah. So now you got your chemistry degree.
And then at that moment, I get my chemistry. Then I was an enemy of the revolution. I need to be honest. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was a very angry enemy.
Right.
But I was a Christian.
Right.
I knew that I will never be able to put the bomb or the
Yeah.
But I knew that the ideological war is the most important. And then I thought I would be a teacher.
So were you?
And then I become a teacher.
So were you teaching your students?
Yeah, and then I was teaching chemistry. But using chemistry, I was able to
Undermine the revolution?
I can tell you, I have a student that are now all people, okay?
Right.
All people, and they were say, I remember that one day you say this in the room, and that made me think. And I remember,
So did anybody ever come after you to?
Yeah, no, I was always in trouble because it's impossible. There are smart people in front of you, and I was always being called by the principal or by other people.
And you said, no, I didn't do that, or no, I don't believe that.
And I was good in my work, really. I was good.
I'm quite certain you are.
Really. But also in my ideological thing, I was angry.
Oh, absolutely. So how come you got away with it?
Yeah. And let me tell you, but then what happened in that? Well, then I moved, the state, a principal, the state created one of the best schools of the Havana city. And I was a famous guy because I am humble person, but I was famous because of my knowledge.
Okay.
I was a great teacher.
You're Mr. Cuba, Mr. Cuba.
No.
Chemistry of.
No, really.
Yeah.
And I was good. I love what I did.
don't doubt that in the least.
And then I was called to be part of the group of teachers of that school.
Now, but you're still wanting to get out of Cuba.
Yes, I want to do it. And then the principal of that, they give me a beautiful residence by the beach near the school.
Wow.
I was a place where the highest rich people of Cuba was living before that they wronged me. And then there I was working like 11 years.
So you were living high on the hog for 11 years.
But then I was always in trouble. Hey, somebody called me and told me that you are not revolutionary. and well, it really was a very well. And then after that, I also studied another career because I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was telling to myself, I am not sure. Being teacher, I know that.
So
in
what
the moment
did you do
they
after?
are going to
Yeah.
I cannot hold this. And then I become an engineer in crop protection.
Crop protection.
All the disease,
agronomy.
Yes, all disease, insects.
So were you able to travel outside the country?
No, well, I will tell you one disease and chemicals in the agriculture because I was a chemistry guy,
right?
And I was a farmer,
right?
And I love then I become really good, better than. I did a good work as a teacher.
Right.
I did best in that second job, and then I went to a place where the government gave training to the most prominent managers, and those people were the most important people of Cuba were in my hands. I can tell you when Cuba had the best economical time, the general manager of the sugar factories. We had like 150 sugar factories,
right.
And Cuba was producing 8 million tons of sugar per year.
Sugar.
And that sugar, 5 million were gone to the communist country.
Mm-hmm.
And the communist country were giving Cuba a lot of money for that.
So you were selling sugar and making money.
Yeah, they were making money. And then, but at the same time...
So did you ever try to leave and then get caught and couldn't get out?
No, because I was living by the beach,
Yeah.
And I raised my children by the beach. And we pick up so many people floating in the water. And but one day we were in a small boat, and my son picked up a guy by the head.
Right.
He grabbed the hair. He grabbed the skin of the face.
Right, and
You
you
see,
come to...
you see people, 85.
Were these people that were trying to escape and drown, or were they people that were executed?
No,
do you
they
think?
were people that are trying to escape in a small raft.
Yes. Yes. So, all right, so let's fast forward. You had a successful career as a chemist. You had a successful career as a crop protector, a scientist with agronomy. And then what was the final straw where you said, okay, I now know I must leave. I have to go now. What happened in 2001?
No, really. What happened? Well, in 2008, from 7 years before 1984, the economy was going down and was really. And then I was trying to work for foreign companies.
Okay.
Foreign company like chemistry,
Yeah.
Imperial Chemical Industry, BSAF,
Right.
Ramplen, all that, because those people knew that was good.
Yes.
But what then, but the government did not allow me to work.
The government
For
wouldn't let you have it.
Also, I had the money. I could not buy a car. I was
Oh, even though you had the money to buy one, you could
no,
not.
because I need a paper from the
So what did
political-
you had all this money that you really couldn't do anything with.
Nothing. For example, that was.
I wish I'd have known you could have mailed me some money.
No, a blessing for me. Will you look at this? Okay, my children were like 11 years old, the biggest one, and we don't have a TV at home. And I have money for buying 100 TV.
Right.
Why? Because I need a paper for the union,
Right,
from
right,
the union.
right.
See, Mr.
So how do you
Martinez-
get those?
Mr. Martinez need to be he's a good revolutionary.
Right. So you had too much not.
No, I have too much crap in my bag.
You couldn't.
I cannot get it.
So what'd you do with all your money?
No, bueno, when you look at my children, all are 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
6 feet tall.
So they ate well?
My children, when they were in 6th grade, were the last of the line. Because we are the tallest and strongest.
Okay. So
Okay?
now are all your children here now?
Yes. My children are medical doctors.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, because what the children that have 12 years old never eat any steak. You see the point? In a steak, beef steak. And I live surrounded by Russian Polands, because I live in an area that was an aristocratic neighborhood,
Right.
and the government brought the Russian, the Polands, the Hungarian to live in those places, and those people, they sell everything they have in order to make money. And then I buy the meat, I buy the chocolate.
So you're buying it under the table.
Yeah, under the table I buy.
Did you get a TV under the table?
No, I couldn't. No, but really, the TV was difficult. I don't know why the reason.
And the cars were all very antiquated too, right?
Yeah. It was out and
Old
also,
cars.
and you could not.
Couldn't
you
get
need to
parts.
be careful when you have something. That you have a car. The people knew that the government allowed you to have a car, but you have a car, and then the communists ask, how does he get a car? You see the point?
Right.
You need to be. I always.
You better have your paper.
Yeah. Then, I start working for the foreign companies under the table.
Oh, really?
Under the table, yes, I do.
What was it? But how could you do that? You'd have to either send a mail or communicate on the phone.
They have office in Cuba. The Imperial Chemical Industry have an office in Cuba.
So you could have been tape recorded.
And then other from South Africa, another one,
Right.
other from England, two from England. Well, I think what I do, if they want to launch a product in Cuba, I give them the recommendation how to do this.
So tell me when you left. Did you and your kids all leave at the same time?
No, my first son, he became a doctor and a specialist, and at that time, the doctor had permission to travel, and then he was 26 years old. He became a specialist in family doctor.
Right.
No, was a big specialization, but was the quickest he could
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
And then he was invited to visit United States of America.
And he never came back.
And he went, and he never came back.
What, he
But-
asked for asylum, political asylum?
and immediately he arrived, he said, I will not back. But before that, let me tell you, this is very important. Before that, my children, I educate my children into hating the system. Not
So you taught them.
Yeah, I was their brain. Well, with 4 years, my daughter came to the school telling me, Father, the teacher is saying that the Americans are bad people.
When she was 4 years old.
4 years old. What do I say to her? Nothing. You cannot say, but you know that the Americans are the Russians are the bad, the communists are the bad one. But Father, the teacher said that God does not exist. What do I say to her? She's not saying anything. We need to wait. We need to wait. But my children, I educate my children as Christian. We went to the church hiding. Nobody. My church was the church.
Now you have 3 children.
3. The American have the biggest church in Havana, the Baptist church, and they left the church, and I was living near there, and they went to that church with my children.
Right.
You know, the capacity of the building was like 500,
Right.
and we were 12 for years.
Right.
12 people. Everybody was scared to death.
12 people in that entire building.
Entire building. Because everybody,
Nobody ever crashed the building and broke in to see who was in there?
No, that they tried to push the pastor to give the names, but the pastor always refused to give the name.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so but you didn't have church at the regular time?
Yeah, I went to that on Sunday nights, and then only Sunday night, no Sunday.
Right, but none of the military or anything ever tried to break into the church while you were in there?
No. When I was young, that happened to me. Because, I can't tell you the story of my life. 40 years.
Oh, yeah. I
I
know.
I need to cut
Okay,
it.
so the boy comes over first.
Come first, and then when I start working with these people under the table,
Yeah.
I was making good money,
Right.
and I was doing really great. Then it become what is called the special period.
Okay.
And suddenly I was start feeling too much pressure on me. Always, and even now I always look behind when I walk here.
Yeah.
They will have always somebody behind me.
Right.
And the security state take me a couple of times, just making interrogation for hours.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
Well, the method were incredible.
So there's this huge monkey off your back that you can actually talk and share your story
Yes.
without having somebody look at you and get in trouble. So tell me about your daughter. You have two daughters? Or?
Yes, my daughter became a doctor, but then after my son, my son came here and he became a doctor in America.
Right.
He need to do everything.
Yeah. But was it difficult for your remaining family members to get over here?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
how did they come about to get here?
Then my daughter became a doctor, but then when she became a doctor, she need to fill the social service. When she finished the social service, she present the paper to come here. But then the government said, no, you cannot leave.
Right.
When I can leave, we are going to tell you. What can I do in the meanwhile? Nothing. You cannot work, you cannot. She was 7 years
Nothing.
in her home. Without
So
the
what
permission.
happened? What happened?
But then at the end, she couldn't. Well, then,
So 7 years went by and they said you can come?
yeah.
And then she came over here and she didn't go back either.
No. Of course,
And then you got one left?
And the one left was X-rays.
Yep.
A worker in a big hospital.
Yeah.
And his wife was a medical doctor also.
Right.
And for that one, I need to spend money, and they could come. And they could come here, and they come like 6 years ago.
So
Yeah, but
did you have to pay somebody off to get them here?
Yeah, the people need to pay.
And did she come over on a boat or did she have to fly?
No,
She got to fly. And then that left you and your wife?
Yeah, my because I was doing, I never talked to anyone about anything.
Right.
And then because I know the system very well.
Right.
I know what they can.
Yeah, well,
I know.
absolutely.
I
You're-
never.
You
talked to
studied it
anyone.
and you lived
and then
it.
I never talked also to my wife. I never.
So you didn't even tell her?
I went to tell her, and then
You
she
didn't want to
started-
jeopardize
and then
her.
One day she came and said, "Okay, look at the piano. What is that?" Okay, and then when I look at the paper of the piano, was the divorce demand. I cannot stand you anymore.
The wife.
Yeah, my wife. And then at that moment, and that very moment, I just came from a trip to the Soviet Union. I was sent to Ukraine.
Yeah.
You know Ukraine?
Ukraine.
Ukraine, where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sugar
yeah.
cane,
Right.
where they produce a lot of sugar.
Oh,
And
in the Ukraine they produce sugar cane?
yeah, they produce sugar beet. Beet. You see the sugar?
Oh, sugar beets.
Sugar beet.
Okay.
And we are producing
Sugar cane, so
Sugar,
you're both getting
And then-
sugar.
and
I got
come
you.
and- But I was sent to there. And then, but there I was accused of being pro-American. Being in the Soviet Union.
In the Ukraine.
Yes, and being there because the guy, I was with a delegation that had like 80 people, and the only one who was no member of the Communist Party was me. You see, and then and those people those people are stupid. I don't know. They don't. Well, they were. For them was, for me they could know. They accused me. Well, when I came. I don't know how they don't put change in my hand.
Because you never became a member of the Communist Party.
Never.
Well, so how did you ultimately get here?
Well, yeah. Then they accused me like 25 things.
Okay.
The promotion of the
Yeah,
American
right.
thing, talking about
So the government's got charges against you.
And then I will need to go to a trial. And
Right.
then when my wife gave me that paper, and then when I arrived to Cuba, I was almost to be a philosophy doctor, PhD.
PhD.
in agriculture.
Agronomy and
because what I was doing, then I got a paper. You are removed from your
Premises?
Yeah, you are removed from the. You cannot work anymore. Your PhD degree is removed. Everything.
So when was this? What year was this?
That was like in 1984 or 85, I think, 85, but around 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the one that happened. And then, well, at that moment, my father passed away. My father was a very strong man. And
Right.
a good support.
Yeah.
And then, at that moment, I think my wife, later she wanted to come back, but I told her, no. You left me.
And so how did you ultimately make the decision? How did you get here?
Well, then I was when that moment that I started having those people behind me, okay, was even I have in my neighborhood where I was living. Later I moved from that big house
Right.
by the beach to another place, and then in my neighborhood I had the most important the people, the member of the communist organization that spied on you. They were under my
they're spying on you.
economical protection. No, they were under my economical protection. The guy that was the main figure, yeah. Every time he need money, he came to me.
So you were in tight with him.
I need that you help me. Yeah. And every time, and the guy was really, because he was always telling me, you are a man, I can't trust you.
Right.
You are the only one.
So tell me,
and then,
I want to know.
And he was telling me everything that was happening around me. And say, hey, the guy that lived by you, he's giving information that you are and doing this and doing this. You need to be careful. And
So how did you get out?
And then I got an invitation to come here, and I filled out the papers, and I went to the American embassy, and they gave me
In Cuba?
in Cuba. But before, when I decided to do that, what I did, I quit in my job.
Right.
I quit. I was no more the important
Right.
professor.
Right.
And then I start to be an extensionist. A guy that
County agent,
like
little local
I go
guy.
to the lowers, the garden of the people.
Yeah.
You need to spray here.
So you weren't near as important in their eyes.
That was not social important. That was
So is that what allowed you to take the flight over?
yeah. And then
And did you have to pay somebody off to get on that?
And even in that situation, there is the minister of the agricultural brand need
Right.
to sign the permission for leaving the country at that moment.
And did you have to pay him off?
Yeah, and the guy have one assistant here. This is the minister. He have an assistant here,
Right.
and he have another assistant,
Right.
and he got one of those assistants. I don't know which one, but a friend of mine, he told me, "You are not going to have trouble. Give me this, and we take care of that."
So a little
then,
money and you got out.
Yeah, and then even because they said.
So did you come over with any money, or all your money was left in Cuba?
I came with I came like a $600 which I have in my pocket, and then I came with nothing. Only I left an apartment that was a lot of money. That was
Fully
a lot.
furnished, all of that.
Well, I came to the United States of America, with being 60 years old, with the closest
Yeah.
I have.
I got you.
With 2 or 3 books
Right.
in my hand.
Right.
I'm only hoping to enjoy the possibility of being a free man.
Right.
For I don't know how long.
Paco, thank you for sharing your story with me.
Yeah.
And for sharing your story with whoever's fortunate enough to see this. I'm
Yeah.
so glad that
is
you're here.
The only thing, yeah. I came over looking for money, really. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you.
Yeah.